Well, throwing a cover over the stroller when out and about with your baby might seem like an obvious way to keep her or him cool and protected from the sun on a hot summer's day, but it can actually make matters worse.
With research revealing covered prams are several degrees hotter than the actual outdoor heat. So we thought we'd put it to the test ourselves.
We're in a park in Western Sydney. It's a hot day. The temperature is over 35 degrees. We've set up 2 prams. Each will have a thermometer and a camera inside. One of them will be covered with a muslin wrap. The other will have a summer wrap. We're going to see just how hot they get. When the prams are covered, both have an inside temperature of 37 degrees. They're placed under some trees side by side. Andrew and an intensive care paramedic and I sit nearby, waiting for the first check. It's been exactly half an hour. Let's have a look and see what the temperature is at the moment. 42 degrees in that one.
Wow, that's hotter than I expected, Sarah.
Hot. That's 5 degrees in half an hour. And this one. Ironically, that one's 39.2. That's cooler.
That surprises me.
At the halfway mark, the pram with the thinner cover is almost 3 degrees hotter. We leave them for another 15 minutes and check again. It's been 45 minutes. Wow. 44 degrees. 44 degrees, what would be happening to the baby?
There'd be a significant decreased level of consciousness. There'd be significant lethargy prior to that. Probably some vomiting, and that's the time when you'd want to be calling 000. This is an emergency.
The pram with the thicker blanket is also dangerously high, now at over 40 degrees. Our final check is at the hour mark, the time of a decent morning walk or a trip to the park with older siblings.
Wow.
45.7 degrees. 45.7.
That's incredible. I'd be extremely worried about any child that was in that bassinet.
The second pram finishes at 41.3 degrees. For me, the takeaway of this, though, is the thin wrap people think is safe, and it got extremely hot, over 45 degrees.
I don't think there's any safe wrap in this environment. These things warm up so quickly, and disaster's just around the corner.
And it really could be fatal, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, to tell us
Amazing.
more, we are joined by KidSafe spokesperson Jason Chambers. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
I mean, just looking at that and seeing how hot those prams got, I mean, that's terrifying.
It is really surprising, and it's probably something that will surprise a lot of viewers who are watching that as well. It often seems like the right thing to do, to cover the pram, to protect the baby from the sun while you're out, but as we've seen, it can reach those really dangerous temperatures.
Look, there's a lot of prams out there, and there are a lot of kids in prams out there, aren't there? I mean, how do you actually keep your child safe?
I think one of the best things to do is make sure there's a lot of ventilation and airflow throughout the pram.
But you know, like muslin wraps, I would have thought that was fine.
That's right. A lot of people would think that's fine because it's really thin, but even that, it can trap the air inside, so it doesn't allow the air to circulate through the pram. It traps the heat inside and creates that really hot furnace-like environment inside the pram.
I mean, that's what I put over my pram with my kids, you know, and especially during the hot part of the day, because, I mean, you can't sometimes help what time you're taking the pram out. If it's in the middle of the day, I don't want to expose my kids to the sun, but what we're saying is that that's better to do that than to cover them.
That's right. Covering them is really dangerous. There's a few other things that can be done. We can use the hood, and a lot of prams will come with a canopy that does have ventilation built in. Being sun smart and having sunscreen, hats, lightweight clothing, which is covering the child as well, to help keep them safe from the sun, but not have that temperature rise for them.
But those hoods, I mean, I always put the hood over, but it never always sort of covers their feet and.
No, that's right. It's never going to cover the whole of the child and give them total shade, but it is a lot safer than creating that hot environment by placing a cloth over the child.
So you've got a pram, you're going out in the sun, and you want to put the hood over, but you don't want to have a greenhouse effect with the plastic and all that sort of stuff. Well, what are you supposed to do?
So there are a lot of hoods and canopies that now come with a lot of ventilation. So they've got a lot of mesh around the sides, and it's really important you can open a lot of those compartments up to allow the air to flow through as well. So that helps to give them a little bit of shade, but to keep them nice and cool inside as well.
Okay.
Lovely.
What about a portable air conditioner along with the pram?
That'd be handy.
Handy, wouldn't it? So we'll come up with something now.
You know what? Just don't leave the house.
This pram brought to you by Fujitsu. Australia's favourite air.
We're onto something. Patent that. That's it.
Thank you so much.